Hey guys, how we doing today? It's Fahad Syed from Pixel Icons, and we are in the Undead Parish. It looks like we're inside of a church right above the bonfire, and I think I'm going to go ahead and leave a message for people and let them know that there is a bonfire ahead. This will get us oodles of humanity, hopefully. Now with that, today we are going to explore this church and perhaps fight the boss of this area. And if we have some time left over, we might fight that Titanite demon down there. And also we will deal with the Black Knight. Down these guys go. I'm just going to scoot my chair in a bit. Alright, there we go. Alright. Hey, look. That's an elevator. If you remember, the Crestfallen Warrior told us that the lift was stuck up here. There's also a big guy. We should take care of him. Oh boy, he hits hard. It's a good thing he's slow, though. Look at that wind-up he's got. Alright, guy, come on. This knight looks a lot tougher and stronger than every knight we've seen. He's also much taller. But the bigger they are, the harder they fall. This guy drops the Great Axe and a Titanite shard. Let's go ahead and look at the Great Axe. This Great Axe is a veritable mass of iron. Its weight sends foes flying, but makes it difficult to handle without inhuman strength. Any miss makes one vulnerable, as each swing requires the full force of the body. It requires 32 strength, so we're just not going to use it. How close are we to this Zweihander, by the way? This Zweihander requires 24. We are at 20, I believe. So we just need 4 more levels up. With that, there is an item over here. And that same statue. This statue, it depicts the same subject, but it is slightly different looking. And up here, we can see that there's actually a guy with a trident. You might mistake this guy for a priest at first, but he doesn't look like a priest up close. He's also got a bunch of dredgelings in front of him. And there's more of these Baldur Knights below him. It looks like they were offering a Firekeeper soul to whatever god this was. This seems to be her church, though. Very of liar. Imminent wretch. I think I'm going to upvote this message here. But first I got to cover a cough. Oh, that was disgusting. Oh. You'll see why soon. First things first, we got to deal with this guy. But before we do that, I'm going to leave a message on our way back up here, but let's step down on this elevator and look at that. It is going to take us down. It looks like we might be able to jump off at that point. And it takes us all the way back to Firelink Shrine. Hello, Petrus.
Oh, hello. Miracles, I presume? Yes, I know. Very well.
Doesn't seem to have anything new for us. I wonder if the Crestfallen Warrior has anything. What am I doing? Gotta run out to here.
Oh, have you seen that terribly morose lass? The firekeeper. She's stuck keeping that bonfire lit. Sad, really. She's mute and bound to this forsaken place. They probably cut her tongue out back in her village, so that she'd never say any god's name in vain. How do these martyrs keep chugging along? I'd peter out in an instant.
So our little theory about the woman below here was true. She is a firekeeper. Crestfallen Warrior here says that she probably can't speak because back in the village she was from, they probably cut her tongue out for blaspheming against a god.
Hmm? What?
And he doesn't want to be bothered. Let's go ahead and check out that firekeeper soul. Boost power of Estus Flask. Soul of a long-lost firekeeper. Each firekeeper is a corporeal manifestation of her bonfire, and a draw for the humanity which is offered to her. Her soul is gnawed by infinite humanity, and can boost the power of precious Estus Flasks. It can be used to gain humanity and restore HP at the cost of losing the firekeeper soul to reinforce the Estus Flasks. In terms of meta speaking, it is always worth it to upgrade the Estus Flask. What's important there is that the description tells us that firekeepers are a draw for infinite humanity. So those little tiny black sprites that are fed to the bonfire, they're inside of the firekeepers. They're a draw. They're almost a vessel for infinite humanity. It also mentions that every single firekeeper is a she because it uses the female pronoun she exclusively instead of they or he, which seems like it's done purposefully. So if we talk to this character here, we can not actually talk, but she'll reinforce our Estus Flask. Now we have the Estus Flask +1. This is going to do much more healing now, which is great for us. Alright, let's run back up and kill us some fools. So, in the last episode I was talking about the statue of a goddess holding a baby. This is the same statue here. It clearly takes inspiration from statues of the Virgin Mary holding Jesus, but there is a unique twist on it. Yeah, it looks like we could jump down there. And it looks like it leads to a staircase, actually. We'll have to check that out later. Why don't we go up these stairs and deal with that guy with the trident? Damn it. Stop blocking. There we go. I finally got him. Down you go, dickhead. Those guys are the worst. They can go into a parrying stance and parry you. Which, it's quite the pickle, really. Oh, look at him doing his little dance. Be wary of lying in ambush. He can shoot soul darts at us. And he causes these enemies here to become a little bit more powerful. And what the hell did he just do? He just flew back. Oh, crap. The best way to deal with these hollows here is just to lure them out this way, funnel them, and not fight them in the room that they're in, because you'll just die if you do. They're still weak enough so that if you have a bit of your main stat, your strength, your dexterity, you should still be able to kill them fairly easy with a heavy attack or something. As we've just demonstrated. Now that they're dead, we're just going to wait for him to try to fire that at us, and then he's going to run away because he's a coward. His body doesn't disappear when he dies. And he's quite big. Maybe we can take a look at him. He's got a strange looking outfit. Those guys are weird, aren't they? More on them later. They'll be coming up pretty soon, actually. From here, we see that there's an item. Lets us look out here. Shows us this bridge. And we can see a ladder from behind us that will probably be going up very soon. Before we explore on that ladder, let's run up here where there is another Balder Knight. This guy has a sword. And look at that. See, he'll try to parry our attacks. And he gets all defensive. Oh! I'm going to heal up real quick. Fighting these guys without a shield can be annoying sometimes because this is kind of what it devolves into. I think you can kick them, though. And that should do the job. It looks like we could probably break this. Indeed we can. Before we go up there, I just want to see what's back here. Hey look, this guy's in a barrel. Humanity. Excellent. And what's up here? A cell with a guy inside. He's got some pretty cool looking armor.
Oh, still human, are you? Then I am in luck. Could you help me? As you can see, I am stuck without recourse.
I wonder how he got in this cell.
Please, I have duties to fulfill, and I will reward you handsomely. Well, I am certain you stand to benefit.
I don't know, buddy.
Please.
You know what? Let's do this. There can be no repercussions of unlocking this guy, right? He seems not sinister at all, given by his voice. Alright, so we use the mystery key to unlock his cell door.
Thank you. Yes, sincerely. I am Knight Lautrec of Karim. I truly appreciate this. And I guarantee a reward. Only later.
Knight Lautrec of Karim.
Yes, very sorry. Your reward will have to wait. I have just been freed. Allow me some time. I am free. Now, I can get back to work.
Oh, that doesn't sound sinister at all.
I am free.
Alright, Lautrec. Well, you seem like a nice guy. We're going to play out Lautrec's questline. He's a pretty interesting NPC. Once we finish this questline, we'll speak a bit more about this area. Because, I think this area actually has a lot to do with Lautrec. Alright, so there were some Balder Knights back there. Why don't we go back down and see if we can kill them and see if they have anything. We've only got 3,000 souls to lose. Ha ha ha. Alright. Let's see if we can aggro them one at a time. Maybe instead of using an alluring skull, let's use a black fire bomb. Oh wow, that kills him instantly. Damn, guy. You hurt. You can actually hit him while he's winding up for that animation. And that gives you some room to... Oh! To hurt him. When they're Estusing is also a good opportunity to lay the damage on. Speaking of Estus, we are fresh out. So we opened this door before. We don't really stand to gain much from that, but there is something over here. I believe this is the halberd. Yes, the halberd is a really good weapon, especially for new players. Really good at thrusting. What's over here, by the way? I believe this is the path we just came through. Yep, alright. I was just confused for a second. Yeah, the halberd is really good at thrusting and keeping range, keeping opponents at range. It's actually very good in PvP too because of that. It is very strange though that a firekeeper seems to have been brought here and killed. Like her soul was laying here as an offering. Yeah, that is strange indeed. So I'm just trying to figure out what the pathway to the boss is going to be like. Of course, I know the pathway to the boss, but it's up here. Running up here. If we go another floor up, we'll actually see some summon signs. We can summon Solaire for this fight. Now, we're pretty injured, and I want to take this fight on at full Estus, but I think I am going to be summoning Solaire only because, well, we haven't summoned anybody in this game yet, and I want to show the summoning mechanic off. I think I'll let... What the hell? What's going on? Am I invaded by somebody? That was weird. No, yeah, they're... You gotta be kidding me. Really? Why are these guys back? I killed them already. I didn't rest at a bonfire, did I? That is strange indeed. Alright, we have some souls that I don't want to lose, so I'm just going to run back up there. I was just going to run to the bonfire anyways to get my souls back. I guess I must have rested at a bonfire, and then... I don't know, maybe I was in the process of getting invaded and died? Stranger circumstances have happened, I suppose. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what happened there. Usually, when you're invaded by somebody, fog walls come up that prevent you from running to a bonfire and healing, and just using that against the invader. But an invader didn't actually come in, so I'm not exactly sure what happened. We're pretty close to a second level up, too. I think what I might do is, well, first of all, I gotta reverse my hollowing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kill a couple of people, get their souls, come back here, level my strength up. My souls will probably be... Actually, I have a better way to do that. Instead of wasting all that time, we can just use a soul of a nameless soldier. We'll just do that. Alright. Let's level up. Strength is at 24. Alright. Okay, with that in mind, let's go ahead and take on the boss of this area. I thought I rolled through here. This guy is pissing me off. What am I doing? I guess that's one way to get a shortcut. Actually, I think the shortcut might be better for us. Because we get 10 flasks instead of 5. And I don't think the pathway is that much longer. I think with the run back, the total length is probably going to be the same. So, actually, it probably is a little bit longer, but the 10 flasks is definitely worth it. Although I don't really need 10 flasks, but whatever. I'll get it anyways. Also, I wonder, now that we're back at Firelink Shrine, if...
You again? There's nothing to speak about, really. Oh, actually, something strange did happen. That crow flew off with somebody in its clutches. I think it was a man curled up in a ball. Stranger things have happened, right? No, maybe not.
Crestfallen Warrior here is alluding to the fact that we can get up to the crow's nest. And he said that he saw a man curled up in a ball and the crow flew off with him. So, yeah, that is pretty peculiar.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't want to say anything else. I wonder... Yes, Lautrec did come down here. He sits across from the Firekeeper. Let's go see what he has to say.
Ah, hello there. I have your reward. Please, accept it.
The sunlight medal.
I am grateful to you for freeing me. Not enough for you? Well, let's not be greedy now.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the sunlight medal. I think the player was probably expecting a bigger reward for saving this guy. But this is a badge of the ultimate honor. This faintly warm medal, engraved with the symbol of the sun, is the ultimate honor awarded to those who summon the Warrior of Sunlight and complete a goal. The symbol represents Lord Gwyn's firstborn, who lost his deity status and was expunged from the Annals. But the old God of War still watches closely over his warriors. You remember that statue we saw that was destroyed? If he was expunged from the Annals, they probably destroyed all statues that were made in his honor and name, too. He was holding a lance, and that place did seem like it was associated with Solaire just based off of my intuition. Maybe that was a statue of Gwyn's firstborn.
You again. What is it? Our futures are murky. Let's not be too friendly now.
That's his way of telling you to screw off. Alright, Lautrec, fine. We'll screw off. Fine. You have anything to say?
Mm-hmm.
No, of course not. Alright, Petrus. We're going to be hopping up that elevator. See you when we get back down, buddy. Alright. Time to head up this elevator. Unlike other elevators in this game, this actually has one that goes up as you go down, or one that goes down as you go up. Which is a marked improvement over the elevators we'll be seeing in the other games, and in the future games as well. In the future areas of this game as well. It prevents you from having to step off of the plate, hit it to go down, and then run off, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, really. Yeah, we can trade blows. You don't have 10 flasks like I do. Screw you, guy. Alright, so we wasted 2 flasks on that one guy, but he should be the only enemy we really have to fight besides these dredgelings on our way up to the boss. There's a player here by the name of Black Knight. That's pretty cool. Oh, crap. See, this is why you don't want to fight them in this room here, because there's so many of them. We can kill them very quickly, though. I gotta get the fuck away from these guys. Broken straight sword. Great, we started with that item. Alright, we've got 7 Estus flasks for the boss. It should definitely be enough. When we come up here, we'll see Solaire's summon sign, in addition to, I believe, someone else's. Maybe down here? Yes, back here. We can also summon Lautrec. It looks like he fights with 2 curved blades. Let's summon him. Oh, I didn't get to show off Solaire's little gesture when you summon him. Now that we have these 2 bozos with us, let's go through the fog gate. So we can actually summon people to make bosses easier. And that's if people are having a real difficulty fighting the bosses. This boss is actually extremely easy. You can kill him by yourself, no problem. I'm just gonna kick back and watch this cutscene. His bark is worse than his bite. Let's watch these bozos fight him. So he's got an overhead swing. He can fly around behind him. Yeah, that looks like it does a lot. But look at how fast they're killing him. I wanna... Oh, and look at that! Solaire actually knocked his tail off. So some of the bosses in this game, when you kill them, they'll drop... If you're... not when you kill them. If you attack their tail, they'll drop a special weapon. You'll also notice that when we get the boss down to about halfway health, another one comes up. It's actually pretty easy to kill these bosses, because the other one has a special moveset where he basically just breathes fire only. So what we're going to do is, I think we're going to go, and while these guys fight this guy, I am going to fight this guy. Oh! He's obviously tough if you walk right into his fire. Oh no, Solaire, buddy! No, don't die, buddy. Look at that! Granted, that's much harder if you don't summon for it, but... And now we have 10,000 souls. So there we go. I very much believe that that's probably how From Software intended for you to do this battle, is they probably wanted you to summon Solaire for this fight, because he tells you about the summoning mechanic, and so the player's going to be like, oh, maybe this is useful here, once they figure out how it works. With that, we can actually walk over to this side here, but before we do, let's go ahead and look at the Gargoyle's Tail Halberd, I believe, is what it's called. Gargoyle's Tail Axe. Sliced tail of the gargoyle guarding the Bell of Awakening in the Undead Church or patrolling in Anor Londo can be used as a bronze battle axe, bends dramatically during large attacks, owing to its nature as a tail. Unable to use this weapon effectively. Do I need strength? Oh, I need 14 dex to use it. When I equip it, it actually increases my my resistances. And look at that, you can see the blade sort of curve as I swing it around. I can't combo with a weapon because I don't have enough dex, but, well, we don't need to use that weapon anymore. Anyways, I can't use this yet either. I meant to put this on. Why don't we run up here and climb up this ladder? Praise the sun. There we go. And look at that, the Bell of Awakening. So we have now rang 1 out of 2 Bells of Awakening. The Undead Church is down. We've only got Blight Town to go. And after we ring the Bell of Awakening... Oh, I guess not yet. Maybe it's down here. Yes. After we ring the Bell of Awakening, this guy shows up.
Greetings. I am Oswald of Kareem, the Palm. Thou art a friend. For thee, a warm welcome. Cometh thou to confess, but to accuse. For indeed all sin is my domain.
This guy here, if we have sinned, quote unquote, he can give us absolution, but we have not sinned. We can learn his gesture. We can also abandon our covenant here. And he sells some items. Let's go ahead and look at these. Purging Stone. Ash-colored stone encasing a skull. Secret treasure of our store, the Earl of Kareem. Reduces curse build up, and breaks curse. Humans are helpless against curses, and they can only redirect their influence. I'll read that again. Humans are helpless against curses and can only redirect their influence. I wonder if that applies to the curse of the undead. The Purging Stone does not dispel curses, but receives them as a surrogate. The stone itself was once a person or some other being. I wonder if, just as Firekeepers are a draw for infinite humanity, they're also receiving the curse associated with the curse of the undead when we give them humanity, when we kindle bonfires. Just as this Purging Stone takes the curse away from us when we have a curse. Indictment. Slip sold by Bishop of Velka, goddess of sin. If you are killed by an invader, use this to report the crime of that trespasser. The indicted player will be added to a list of unfortunate souls who will one day face the wrath of the Blades of the Dark Moon. That's a covenant that hunts down people who PvP and invade. So this guy must be a priest or bishop of Velka. He also sells Homeward Bones and a Book of the Guilty, which tells us who has sinned. The goddess of sin, Velka, oversees this list of the guilty who have disrespected the gods or their covenants and shall one day face the wrath of the Blades of the Dark Moon. He also sells a miracle, Karmic Justice. Miracle of the Black-Haired Witch Velka. So she's also a witch god? Temporary auto counter versus heavy damage. For each sin there is a punishment, and it is the task of the goddess Velka to define the sin and mete out the punishment. He also sells Velka's Talisman. Medium for casting miracles of the gods. This black tuft of hair that serves as a talisman belongs to Velka, goddess of sin. It casts miracles not by drawing upon faith, but intelligence. He sells the Blood Bite Ring and the Poison Bite Ring. And these rings are from Sir Arstor of Kareem.
Anytime. It is only human to commit a sin.
He has a really creepy laugh. Alright, let's head back down to Andre. Get our strength to 24, and how about our dex to... we'll leave it there. We will use the rest on, let's say, vitality and endurance. Alright guys, now that we have 24 dex, we can finally put this weapon on. I've been waiting the entire playthrough to equip the Zweihander. Look at this big-ass sword! Look at the moveset. It's very slow, but it's very good, too. Let me show you something. Also, we're going to have the medium roll with this, given the armor we've got equipped. We'll find armor very soon that may help alleviate that. Look how big the sword is while we run. It is literally our size. Watch this. It crushes foes. I love this Zweihander. Alright, now that we've done that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off real quick. I'm going to throw on this soul here, and maybe I'll take this off and throw on this soul here too. And I'm going to buy some Titanite shards and upgrade this weapon. And then maybe we'll go ahead and fight the Titanite demon. I think this should be just enough for 3 upgrades. I think we only have one. We have a shard already, so it might not actually be too big of a problem, but we might have enough for 3 upgrades. Before we buy stuff from Andre, let's see if he has anything to say.
You seem to be doing all right. Need anything forged?
Oh, I'm doing quite alright, Andre.
This is the old church. It was abandoned in favor of the church that you passed through. There are paths leading from here to 2 forbidden plains. Sen's Fortress and the Darkroot Garden. They attract all sorts of lunatics. No one as cultured as yourself. It's fine to be undead, but keep a level head, eh?
Okay, Andre.
Sen's Fortress is an old proving grounds built by the ancient gods. It is the only route leading to the great Anor Londo. Of course, most fools can't even find their way into that fortified death trap. But they won't stop trying. Take that bumbling Sarangan.
Yeah, he is a fool indeed.
I know little of the Darkroot Garden, although I've heard rumors of a divine blacksmith who resides there. Those who get stumped in the catacombs seek him for divine weapons.
Aha.
I know little.
That's important, so they have it stop and repeat there. For now, we're going to go ahead and upgrade our Zweihander to +1. Let's purchase some Titanite shards. Don't purchase that. I think 2 of these should be fine. Reinforced weapon. To a +2. And I need 800 souls to reinforce this to +3. Damn it, we are just shy.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
Thank you, Andre. I'm going to go ahead and put these back on. We also got another sunlight medal, which you'll understand the significance of in a bit. Let's go ahead and fight this guy first. If you notice, his head is missing, and he's actually also missing a leg. I wonder if at night... Oh, Andre is like, shit! Maybe I should pay more attention. Let's run down here and heal real quick. Yeah, while he's doing that, let's heal. So this guy is pretty tough. He's got a lot of health. Our heavy attack does seem to screw him up, though. And staying on his right side seems to be a good way to avoid damage. We just got to be careful of his tail. Still got quite a bit of health. Damn it. How much did I get him down to? Maybe about like halfway? I bet I could kill him. Let's go back down there and finish the job. He'll be back up at full health, but we're very close to him. I think we've got about 1,600 souls, so let's go pick those up. This time let's try sticking to his right side, I suppose? Or on our right, maybe his left side. You'll notice now that we're using the Zweihander, we have to be very careful of our stamina. Yeah, very careful. Let's not let him land on us. And if we get too far away, he starts throwing lightning at us. It's funny, I always thought demons used fire. Oh no. He's on top of that pillar. We gotta get him off of that thing. Okay. Here's my strategy. Well, he's gotta stay in front of me first. Get away from there. Oh, this might be it. Oh, we are very close. He is growing very cautious of us. Really understands that, oh, look at that. We got a Estus flask. That usually happens when someone kindles a bonfire near us. I'm going to take advantage of that, because I just got hit pretty hard. I'm going to let him swing that thing. And hit him right in the gonads. Oh, I was hoping he would land right in front of me. Down he goes. Screw you, Titanite Demon. And that gives us Demon Titanite. Let's check this item out. Special Titanite stolen from a faceless stone beast known as the Titanite Demon. When the nameless blacksmith deity passed from several slabs, great beasts arose. The power of Titanite remains within them, and they still roam Lordran today. So they're faceless for a reason. Their faces are basically just slabs because they arose out of the deity of blacksmiths. Out of these demon Titanite slabs. With 2,000 souls, we should have enough to... Amazing chest ahead. That's funny. Because he's got a barrel chest. We should have enough to reinforce our weapon again. Oh, I gotta buy a purchase item. And a +3 Zwei should be good enough for me for now. So we can go and explore that area past the Titanite Demon, which should lead us to Darkwood Garden. Can't really do much about Sen's Fortress yet. But what I think I'm going to do first is use some humanity, go back human, and go back down to Firelink Shrine. Actually, before I go back to Firelink Shrine, let me just push my chair forward quick. Before I go back to Firelink Shrine, what I want to do is go back to that bonfire across the bridge from the dragon. Because I want to show you guys something. While we're here, let's try to fight this knight. We're going to go ahead and take off our armor, because that should give us the fastest roll speed. I guess I apologize for nudity. But who really cares, honestly? I'm going to two-hand my sword, because that'll give me more scaling with my strength, more damage. I'm going to try to sneak up on this guy. Shh. You gotta be kidding me. That did not work at all. I completely missed the attack because I did not lock on. It is a really good thing that, well, with the Zwei and no armor, I can still roll pretty fast. Look at that, 200 damage to the guy. I hit him through the door. Do about 20 damage to him, and he's got a shield up. So you gotta just make sure not to hit him with a shield up. And look at that! And he drops another chunk for us. Oh yeah, we can put our armor back on. Okay. With that, I suppose we will homeward bone back to our bonfire. Guys, thank you so much for watching episode 7 of my Dark Souls series, I suppose. Now that we finally got this Y, things are about to get really fun. This is Fahad Syed from Pixel Icons, signing out. See you guys next episode.